know if you guys heard me yelling. All right, I'm back. So it's a little PvP here. What is this? Europe? Yeah. Okay, best of 5 qualifying rounds in the lower brackets. This is their last chance to get into DreamHack Summer. In the top left on Lightshade, it is PattyMac. And in the bottom right is the red Protoss, it is Robbie. The Thor wasn't proxied? Alright, well that doesn't really matter. The one base Thor dropped, Thor rushed. It's pretty weird. So we already got some shenanigans. I can't... How does this work? Doesn't the probe go through the middle when it comes back? Does it not matter? I would think you'd want this to be a little less scouted if possible. Like, you proxy it here. But, clearly I don't know PattyMac enough. I mean, PattyMac, aggressive, cheesy, sure, but this is just... Oh, this is just funny. This is just a humdinger right now. Oh my gosh. So Robbie sees that there's no second pylon. The secret isn't necessarily out. But, oh my god, this is surprisingly big brain. Holy shit. I understand. I understand why he's doing this. Robbie sees no second pylon, immediately scouts the corners and typical proxy locations. He doesn't go back home. That's why this works. Oh my god. What's so funny is that if you just forget to scout, if you like have a derp moment and you just are like, oh shit, there was no second pylon, he would have scouted it. He would have gone back home. Oh my god. I love it. I love it. It's never going to be scouted. Oh my god. And the more that he doesn't scout something with 2 stalkers and a probe looking, the more he might think that it was actually just a fake proxy pylon and nothing suspicious is happening. Oh. I love it so much. It's so breathtakingly simple. The Adepts are the first thing to see this. And that's not what they want to see. They're gonna see that it's just proxy to the middle of the map. It's not really worth for them to try and take on the pylon. Take way too long. A shield battery in the natural ain't gonna do shit. Robbie, despite not scouting anything, I think just knows PattyMac and was like, now you're gonna do something. Didn't think it'd hit this hard, this fast, but maybe the shield battery Void Ray combo in the main base can save him. The Void Ray being a pretty good response against the proxy Robo. Despite not seeing it, Robbie still predicted it or planned his own attack even if it wasn't a proxy. Well, it is, and that Void Ray might just save his life, but it's gonna have one really shining moment with his prismatic alignment. Afterwards, the Void Ray might get a little more lackluster. It's not gonna go after the Warp Prism. There's too many stalkers. All of them have warped in. Now you gotta cancel it and retreat back to the shield battery. Is it already too far gone? A second Void Ray is on the way. Chrono Boost is here, but no gateways for the Warp in. Warp Gate not even done. One gateway falls. The Adepts come back just to try and provide some fodder to stop the onslaught. Ah! Robbie blocks out a Nexus. I guess sometimes PattyMac just expands out of this, which, I mean, if he's containing Robbie, then yeah, you could. Doesn't really seem like he's set up to contain, however. No sentries here, just pure firepower. Gateway goes down, doesn't even get the warp in. Oh, that gateway's up, just kidding. Still, only one gateway. The sentry's too late to support anyways. What's it gonna do? Try a force field and not really do much with it. Shield battery saves the day for now, but with the Chrono Boost on the Void Rays, there's no overcharge. I like that Robbie got a second shield battery. I like that he's getting a third. I think he needs it. Fourth shield battery's on the way in a more forward position. 3 Void Rays, definitely scary, but one is very weak. Instantly popped off. Prismatic alignment in exchange. Might grab the Immortal, but not enough Stalkers. The Stalker number has increased to 1 shot. Nope, not quite. 2 shot, yes, not over a shield battery, however, who finally has an overcharge. That overcharge just saved the last Void Ray's life. But that's it. No more overcharges. The Stalkers will eventually pierce through the shield battery energy. A second Void Ray is on the way, but the first one's still so damn weak. Barely saved again by one of the 3 shield batteries that are left over. Robbie, I don't think he can do it. I don't believe. There's too many Stalkers. PattyMac might have lost the Warp Prism. He didn't even lose the Warp Prism. Even if he had, he could warp in fairly close, even with slow warp-ins. Maybe if this was 5 Void Rays or 6 Void Rays at this point, we're back down to just waiting on the 3rd. The Stalkers are increasing in number. Eventually, they could get to one-shot potential, and then that's officially it for Robbie's defense. Oh, another Void Ray. Okay, well, that's definitely one-shot potential. Oh, yeah, there it is. Yep, and that's going to be it. The last defense. Robbie knows it's over. PattyMac going to micro the best that he can. Although I think he knows he's got it. GG. 10 out of 10 genius right there. So simple. I love that Robbie's still the defense, though. Like, they clearly know each other. I'm looking forward to what happens next. I already learned something new in this PvP. I want to learn something else. Teach me, oh great North American Protoss players. Might have a little hiccup though. I think we do have a hiccup. I think we lost a man. Man down. BattleNet was not a very good father. And just left his child in the mall. Oh, did he come back? Did child services find him? Nope, we're still loading. Okay. This is the most awkward time to not have something to talk about. Because there's no music, no sound, no probe micro. Just loading screen micro, which is about the same as like drying wet paint micro. Hey, look at that. Huh. So did both of them drop out? I hope BattleNet's okay. Okay, Robbie had a game crash. Yeah, it can take a long time. The person who crashes can, you know, just crash immediately and have the little, like, you know, searching for problem bar pop up. But the people who are left behind, we get to watch StarCraft try and think its way through it. Blizzard went for Pop-Tarts and never came home. I just got an email from someone who was actually like a really important person, but their email was written like a spam email. Threw me off guard. It's like the modern version of going off for cigarettes, because cigarette smoking is just now much less popular than it was. Much less. I like the idea that people go out for Pop-Tarts now. So the top right, on Oxide, we have PattyMac, who's so lonely, lonely, lonely. I can't carry a tune, and I won't carry a tune. And I won't be DMCA'd. Bottom left, it is the Roots Protoss player, Robbie. I wonder if this is actually legit. No, I got it. Hold on. Oh my god. It is from him. Wow. Famous. I got an email, like I said, from someone who's pretty big deal, but it doesn't look like it. It's from U2 King. Who, I guess if you're totally just all StarCraft all the time, no other game ever in the existence of history, then you might not know who he is. But if you do any other game or esport, you probably know. I guess he's directly messaging people to join up on his coaching website. That's cool. Yeah, that was the first time I saw a tied screen as well. Usually a player crashes and they lose the game. But, yeah. I don't know if there's some specific thing that changes it or what. We are on Oxide, which means that Robbie is well within his rights to expand. PattyMac didn't send a probe across the map to block the expansion, which is pretty much just a mistake. I hate to frame it so negatively and confidently, but it pretty much is. There's a reason why you watch a billion PvPs in Europe and no one gets a fast expand. They both block each other out on a map like this. If someone tries to fast expand in PvP on like 2,000 atmospheres, then yeah, well that's kind of surprising. Maybe they don't realize it's gonna happen. They don't scout that fast. But Oxide is the map for this choice. So the only thing I would say is that PattyMac is just like ready and willing to face someone who actually gets that Nexus. He wants them to get the Nexus. But I can't see how that would be the case because he didn't even like proxy the pylon. He hit it. So PattyMac just ends up being behind because he didn't do a fast scout. I mean, not even a fast scout, he just didn't scout. Not until 5 seconds ago. Funnily enough, oh, this is so funny. So Robbie was chasing the probe that proxied this pylon, didn't actually chase it far enough and misses the fact that a pylon's not being used, and then thinks that his opponent's gonna cheese him because, you know, last game. So he gets 2 shield batteries. Now this adept sees that the Nexus is in fact on the way, was blocked out of the main by the looks of it, but with the Nexus on the way, I'm surprised that he still grabs the second shield battery. I thought maybe 1 shield battery at the front was fine, 1 shield battery in the main, in case that pylon that you couldn't find is a Stargate. But nope. Robbie's gonna commit to the second shield battery, not gonna play no games. But where does this really put him? So he's up 2 probes. He's been chronoing his Void Ray instead of his probes, perhaps. At least once, by the looks of it. And Void Rays, they don't really... Very, very good defensively. Very good defensively. As far as the mid-game, it's pretty tricky to play Void Ray. You know, we see Max Packs occasionally do a fast expand. like Romanicide, which isn't as well set up as Oxide for it, but I think it does work. And then he'll go Robo Void Ray, Immortal Void Ray. But then almost like 8 out of 10 times that he does it, the Protoss opponent he's facing will try to kill him, and he'll be like, aha, that's what I wanted. And you're like, oh, well. So you don't even see people go into like the macro game. So what does a macro game from here look like for Robbie? Apparently in a Phoenix. PattyMac's hallucination was able to see it. Robbie is setting up what I can only predict is like shield batteries. No, just a proxy pylon. Slow warp in. I mean, warp gate's finishing and he's gonna have 4 gateways, but didn't. I thought maybe the proxy pylon would go like here. Doesn't want to be that bold. So puts a nice safe proxy pylon. It is scouted. You see the warp ins. PattyMac knows that he's about to be attacked. And that is a twist. He was totally anticipating a macro game. He's trying to get to a 3rd Nexus, but he needs the natural. Unfortunately, the natural has already been broken. Shield battery tries to repair the pylon. But you know what? Robbie just doesn't have that many units. Oh, the probe pull was really good here. The Phoenix lifting up 2 of the Stalkers was initially good, but they were going to be dropped. And that probe pull was exactly what the doctor ordered. That was perfect. Didn't even lose any probes by the looks of it. And the Stalkers lived. They could take down the Void Rays. That wasn't a lot of units by Robbie. So now Robbie is like in this really weird position where PattyMac defends it immediately. What, like only 30 seconds after he intended to take the 3rd Nexus, finally gets the 3rd Nexus. Robbie dedicated to units that were going to be questionable in the mid-game like I was talking about, but then actually just like gave them away kind of for free. There wasn't a very good exchange. And as much later to blink in +1 because of the way this is opened. So I really like PattyMac's position now. Blink Stalker battle. Going surprisingly not good for the person with Blink. Robbie didn't have Blink, but he just had numbers. Fortunately for PattyMac, that misjudgment there, not realizing his opponent had so many units, doesn't result in him dying. Robbie's Blink still is not yet done, so Robbie should be not super confident. He should definitely check. With Blink finishing, he should check to see if he can get any more damage done, but it is unlikely. Blink finishes nick of time, loses 1 Stalker. Blink on Blink action has now finally unfolded. And both of them making some mistakes sizing each other up. But since PattyMac is the one who's got a shield battery finishing defensively, it does seem like he will be able to hold eventually, but ooh, I don't know. Robbie's got a lot of gateways. They're warping in slow, but they are warping in. He's all on 2 bases. PattyMac's got a 3rd base. He's got 7, 8 more workers. He has, I think, most importantly, charge finishing, but does he have the units? 11 Stalkers are 18. Shield battery gets instantly taken out, and PattyMac doesn't even have time to warp in those Zealots. More Stalkers get warped in, but the numbers are still favorable for the red Protoss. The shield battery number 2 gets taken out before it can really support. PattyMac pulls the probes to try and hold, and once again, they might be the heroes of this series. They absolutely are. Despite being down in Stalkers, that probe pull so effective against Stalker-only battles. Especially if they help get us around like that, which they did. Robbie had one shining moment of hope. That was a really just very decisive attack, and I want to give a lot of credit to that decisiveness, but it doesn't work out. It doesn't. Robbie's going to be outgunned, outmanned, out-teched. Oh, and this timing is beautiful for PattyMac. The Observer comes in at the exact right time. The DT, oh, well, imagine if it had come in with a first wave. It might be in the natural, killing 20 probes right now. Robbie's gonna try and play out the game, but I think he knows he's pretty dead. 3rd Nexus only just began. No upgrade. Really no army. DTs have got to try and save the day, but there's a cannon and a shield battery in that natural. Robbie's got heart, though. He's got heart. Oh, thank you very much, Secthal Rex. As the $5 donation comes in, your cast is great. I appreciate the quality analysis. I appreciate you having a name that is very easily misread. So what streamers love. Thanks, man. Pseudo base race, right? If you're at a disadvantage, things getting chaotic is sometimes better for you. Again, snipes down that shield battery, but the zealots, the probes, hold too much for these stalkers to handle. PattyMac not worried, not gonna bother recalling, knowing that his reinforcements will take things on. He'll just gonna go ahead and dedicate to the natural. He's gonna jump right up in there. Shield batteries be damned. Robbie is quickly finding himself on his absolute last life to make it into Green Mac Summer. PattyMac seems to have his number. It's too bad. It's too bad. If Robbie had not played so defensively and in so much preparation for PattyMac's non-existent attack, him getting a natural up much faster it should be a big deal. But it was kind of akin to the TvP earlier, where it's difficult to play out a perfect game in StarCraft. Just baseline, that is true. So it's like, yeah, you got the head start, but then defending while the other guy just kind of smoothly transitioned. Yep. That can happen. Romanticide will be the battlefield for what could be the last map. Looks like we had another qualifier. So Jon Snow was able to qualify over Trigger, but it was really tough. Now, Jon Snow is not what he used to be either, alongside Semper. But he is still considered one of the great gatekeepers of North America. If you beat him, you are on your way to being a household name in North America. But if you can't, then yeah, you're gonna have a little bit to go. So Trigger, can you do it in the lower bracket? Apparently, he's actually quite good. Defeating Semper is impressive. 2 maps off of Jon Snow is impressive. And I think his qualifying like open bracket run was also surprisingly clean. So yeah, always nice to see a new name. In the bottom right, we have the Blue Protoss PattyMac. Top left, it is Robbie, and he's gonna go for that Gateway Nexus expand again, which I talked about this as Max Pax does this on this map a lot. I'd say that, yeah, he's by far the one who does it the most from what I've seen. Protosses will occasionally mix things in if Romanticide even comes up in the map pool. But Max Pax is like guaranteed if it's this map, he will do either the Void Ray defense or Robo defense. What is Robbie gonna do? Robbie once again gets away with the Nexus. PattyMac not in any hurry to try and scout. If Robbie now tries to play the tightrope act, I guess the other way, right? Which is like, I don't know if he's gonna attack me or if he's gonna macro. This time, I'm going to guess he's macroing. What if PattyMac actually attacks? Yeah, PattyMac might just be in Robbie's head. This is where we hope that Robbie gets 2 shield batteries and a Stargate and Chronos of Void Ray. But PattyMac already set up one story in the last game that if there's no second pylon, it doesn't mean he's proxying. So Robbie, best thing for him, I would actually say, is to stay in the main base and in the natural. If he's not going to scout the actual proxy, which it doesn't seem like he will, right? Then I think the best thing would be him for not to leave, to like stay around as long as possible, hide his probe in the natural. And in 30 seconds, when there's no third pylon down here, which might happen. Yeah, it actually is happening. Third pylon goes in the main. Then that's already suspicious. Now, Robbie's not quite staying in the natural there, so he's kind of missing the opportunity to get a scout. But he is getting 1 shield battery. going for Stargate. He still needs to protect this single pylon that's here. That's what's currently got me concerned. Second shield battery is on the way. Playing like he did last game will absolutely reward him in this one. Probe gets back in, sees that nothing else has been added. No Nexus, no technology. There's even a guy missing out of gas. Like, everything should be saying proxy, and what proxy is most popular, most likely, probably the Robo proxy. And he'd be right about that. There's the Immortal popped out again in the middle of the map. Void Ray is being chronoed. Third shield battery should probably be a second pylon. Robbie, not like this. Please not like this. Do not lose that pylon and lose this game. Oh, this looks so scary. Why is there only one pylon right now? Why is there only one pylon? Oh, a cannon comes down, but there's only one pylon. I know the shield battery can heal that pylon, but like enough against an Immortal and 4, 5, 6 stalkers. Oh, there's no extra pylon. Okay, so far it's only the 7 exports getting shot at. This Void Ray is good enough right now as the stalker numbers are low. A stalker, actually, I think that was a scouting stalker. That was a very odd movement for it otherwise. Second Immortal is here. It's going to pop off the 7 export. Could pop off on that pylon, of which there is still no second pylon. Oh, thank goodness there's a second pylon. And I feel really good about Robbie's defense. That was the only thing that was suspicious about his defense. But now it should be good. Now, the next stage, and Robbie should know this, is that the Warp Prism is going to try and go into the main base if it clearly can't break the natural. But considering that he has 3 Void Rays, a Warp Prism should really not be able to successfully elevator units. Maybe like 1 or 2, but not all the army. Oh, quick pop in the Immortal Hardened Shields. It's very purposeful there by Robbie. Warp Prism Micro against 3 Void Rays charged with shield batteries. That'd be pretty damn impressive, Warp Prism Micro. This might be Robbie's turnaround time. This seems like an ideal game for him. He's gonna check for that Warp Prism play that I was talking about. He's gonna lose a Void Ray because of it. Oh, not quite! Ooh, not quite, not quite. They're back in range of the shield battery. Immortals are taken out in the front lines as well, just with a single shield stalker. Warp Prism gets taken out, and that is it. That's it. PattyMac can't really replace enough here. I mean, that's 2 cannons, 5 shield batteries. 3 Void Rays, about to be 4 once again. PattyMac's hoping the Void Rays totally miss micro. It's the only thing you can hope for. He's not going to try any Warp Prism play in the main anymore. He's not bothering to build a Warp Prism. He's just hoping to find the Void Rays go a little too far forward. If he can get to 1 shot with Stalkers, that also gives him a chance in this game. I should probably figure out the numbers. How many Stalkers does it take to 1 shot a Void Ray? It's a question I find myself asking often enough that I should probably know it. Is it 15? Could be. That's actually a pretty damn decent number. Not one-shotting the structures, though. Oh, yeah, well, that's it. That's it, yep. He just realized nothing was gonna work. Robbie is not gonna go down, not yet. I think PattyMac was hoping that Robbie would play a more greedy game because of how the last game went down, but Robbie, knowing PattyMac, finally guessed correct. Finally guessed his opponent was going to attack him. Oh my god, you guys. PvPs are fun. Fourth map will be on Jagannatha. In the top right, still up in the series, he is PattyMac. In the bottom left, it is Robbie. Now, he's kind of out of maps where it's nice to slash good. One gateway expand. Too many races and too many builds in this game. But he's gonna do it again. Now, the reason why some maps are better than others, like one, kind of first and foremost, is if they have a natural ramp, so Oxide does, Pillars of Gold did. And those are the two most popular maps for a gateway expand or even a Nexus first. Now, Romanticide doesn't have that, but it still has, I guess, like a nice, like, high ground setup where you can kind of take advantage of well, not even really that. I mean, you could kind of say that you could take advantage of this ramp out here, like on Romanticide, but that's not even really true. At this point, it's just about banking on them not blocking your Nexus, first of all, and then either being super prepared for the all-in and knowing you can defend it, or just hoping that they don't go for the attack. And I think Robbie was firstly thinking about the whole, okay, he's not blocking my Nexus, so that's what I'm gonna do. If you can get ahead with a Gateway Nexus, then get ahead of the Gateway Nexus. PattyMac, I think, has done the easiest, cheapest thing to ruin Robbie's day. He didn't have to go for the all-in last game. He didn't have to play the macro game in the first game a little bit behind, but then did get ahead and won the game. He could have just scouted faster and blocked out the pylon, the Nexus with the pylon. He could even go for the Cybernetics core block. You guarantee force the Zealot. They can't not make the Zealot. They have to clear up the pylon. You delay the Nexus. You force them to get a Cybernetics core first. Their second unit has to come out as well. The Nexus still isn't going to be beat down. Cybernetics core block is going to happen as well. Now that's a chunk of change from the person doing this. 250 minerals. If they don't cancel them, I guess. But for the severe delay on the Nexus and how much it messes up the build, it's really, really worth it. If PattyMac wanted to, he could have done that, scouted it was happening, blocked it, and then also gone for his own one gate expand. But that's not what PattyMac did. He actually did slap down 2 gateways. He's gonna go into a faster Stargate than his opponent, maybe by like, not, actually I think it's like perfectly the same, funnily enough. But then now we get to play Stargate Roulette. Oracle or Phoenix for both parties. Do you think that they get an Oracle so you get a Phoenix, or do you think that they get a Phoenix because they think you're gonna get an Oracle? Do you get an Oracle because they think you're not gonna get an Oracle because that would be too obvious to get an Oracle, and then that's exactly why it works?
You are doing something right, Captain.
In this case, Robbie has shown preference to the Stargate Void Ray opener. Now, I think he's always thinking defensively because PattyMac is so aggressive, which is fine. It worked out in the third game, and it gave him a better chance in the first game. But in this case, the Void Ray doesn't really chase in an Oracle too fast. I mean, it helps, but the Oracle has a chance to swoop in, deal some damage, because I'm actually not sure that Robbie's ever put a shield battery in his main. Well, the first game he did, because he was being all in, but you know what I mean? Against an Oracle, I don't think he's prepared for that. The Stargate follow-up after the block is not uncommon. But it doesn't look like Robbie's thinking about it right now. He's again thinking so much more about that forward attack that actually his build is not very good at this point. I think you can say. 2 shield batteries, okay, like you don't need it, that sucks, that's a waste. A forge? that's... I mean, that's just not going to be used for a long time. Even if he did start up +1 and say, you know, aha, I'm using it, I'm not sure it's really a good use. Double Oracle, actually, it doesn't come in through the main, which is a missed opportunity. But considering that there's, I guess, nothing in the main, the probes have to be pulled, 4 of them still go down. Double Oracle is now guaranteed, of course, to shoot through any shield battery that Robbie tries to make. What did he just cancel? Was it a robo? I think it was a robo. He was trying to think of all the things that his opponent could be doing, but these oracles, they gave the Void Rays the runaround. 6 probes, 7. No more. Nothing in the natural. Oh, and they fly over a cannon. Oh, the oracle. Barely doesn't die. Yeah, I think that was a robo that was building, because Robbie was thinking about all the defensive things. You know, is my opponent going for busts? I gotta get shield batteries. I gotta maybe get cannons. Is my opponent going for DTs? I gotta get cannons. I gotta get an observer. Then you see a Stargate, which doesn't... I don't think Robbie feels very good about this game after seeing a Stargate. He's down... He got a Nexus up, and he's only at 19 probes. Robbie has just... Unless this wins right here, right now, he's definitely lost the game. 3 Void Rays is a lot. But again, that probe pull, again, just few too many units defensively for PattyMac, who also has a 3rd Nexus on the way. Robbie, I mean, when he defends with this build, then it's the best case scenario. But if PattyMac does literally anything else other than attack him, it really puts him in a difficult position. Trune, thank you for the 26 months. Miley. Oh, there's no recovering from this one. Robbie is... He's pretty dead. And he knows it. He saw the 3rd Nexus. He knows the Void Rays can't do anything at this point. He wants to go for a Dark Shrine. Went behind Dark Shrine. He has to wait for Twilight Council to finish first. PvP is a complex matchup, man. And unfortunately, playing defensively every single time isn't gonna work out. Blink is done for PattyMac. He's on 3 bases, still has a 15 worker lead. And is actually... I don't think he's gonna win with this attack, but he could actually bully Robbie here. He can bully him. Pulling on Robbie's pigtails right now. PattyMac's gonna probably get little gateway burst going on. Warp Prism, +1. And then probably attack even before charge, just because I think he can. But if he waits for charge, then that's alright as well. Robbie has chosen not to go for the super obvious thing, and is actually just trying to play out a solid Blink Stalker game from here on out. It had a chance of working in the second game where a similar awkward opener had happened, just because of the exact timing almost worked. It was just when PattyMac was getting charge finished and his gateway's done. So Robbie did have a Stalker lead, and it was almost just perfect, but we're nowhere near that type of game here, and Robbie is just going to be playing full NA, which I like. Do something super crazy. DTs aren't crazy, but a proxy nexus, basically, a hidden nexus on your opponent's side of the map. Go for it. Do it. Get it. So likely to be scouted. If the robo's in the main, the Warp Prism will fly over. Is it in the main? It's in the natural. Lucky Robbie. This nexus might actually live. His probe count is now saturating 2 bases. He's going to continue building it, so he's probably going to recall to the 3rd. Historically, Protosses have been very difficult to break on 2 bases, even when you have a surplus of units or technology or upgrades. So Robbie has given himself a chance with this Nexus. Now, I think... I'm not even sure what would be the right call here. Oh, no, PattyMac's going to scout it. He's looking for... I actually think this Stalker was not looking for a hidden base, because a hidden base would have been a little more obvious in the corners. I think it was going to go scout... I think it was going to go stay here and then look for a Warp Prism. But that's it. Robbie's not going to make it in the DreamHack Summer. A different bracket might have given him a better chance, but PattyMac had his number today. GG, 3-1, and PattyMac moves into DreamHack Summer. A chance for even more fame and glory. Well, chance for more money. Disc took down Epic in the upper bracket, so now we have Pure Legacy, Jon Snow, Disc,